I just want to leave a legacy for people that look like me, to say, hey, I can do this too. The ocean is not just for them, it's for all of us. It actually all started with a phone call. My dad was trying to phone a friend, dialed the wrong number, and my mom ended up picking up the call. They said when I was 2 days old, my mom took me to the ocean. My feet touched the vai, the kai, before they even touched land. "22 years later, here I am, born on the North Shore of Oahu. My dad really wanted me to play basketball, but all my friends were on the water and that's where I wanted to be. I grew up in paradise, but it didn't always feel like that. It didn't always feel like it. And I found myself sometimes having to go off the grid to recenter myself. I wasn't as privileged as some of my peers. In order for me to show up at the same contests as my friends and even be able to pay the fees, I had to collect bottles at the beach and get my hands dirty for the shop. I remember being called things like Blackie-chan, Popolo, or even the N-word. And it was really confusing to me because some of the other kids calling me that were actually as dark as me. But because they weren't actually black, they made me feel like an outcast. Hard being fully comfortable with who I was and myself. I felt alone. It's interesting. Even though my grandmother is one of the last full native Hawaiians, which makes me a quarter Hawaiian, I'm still perceived to not be enough. My grandfather was a pastor at the church I went to, and we also live on the church grounds, so religion played a big part in my life. But it wasn't until I found Button's Kaluhiokalani when the ocean became my church.
Light is bright and beautiful. I've been busy basking in her rays. Harmony is heavenly, perfect melody the devil plays.
Seeing my reflection on the water, I feel connected to my surroundings. My mind was more open and I could process things more clearly. It was almost more meditative. It allowed me to reflect on my life and its happenings The water sort of became my spiritual guide. While looking into that reflection, I began to see more for myself than what I was actually living. That's why I took the leap. Sometimes you gotta jump and build your wings on the way down. Moving to LA led me to new struggles I wasn't expecting. A faster pace, changing in living arrangements, not having a car, having to ride the bus, taking the metro, riding the subway. It's all been a learning curve. But a voice kept telling me the light would begin to shine. Despite the struggle, I've been able to find peace and community in the Ebony Beach Club, who strives every day to break the stereotype that surfing is just for white people. It also led me to meet a love I saw myself in, but never knew I needed. One thing I know for sure, however the waves break, my ohana will always keep my head above them. And for the first time, I feel more pride in being myself, comfortable in my own skin, and also in my Hawaiian roots. Now I feel it. The light found me.
Tolerance I never gauge. Don't know if I'll ever act my age. Certain this is not a phase. Certain I've been happy in my cage.